It's Mark. It's week 4. Congratulations on making it to week 4 and going through this amazing program with me. I mean, we're doing this together. And so this week, we're going to be focusing on early to bed and early to rise. And so if you already do this, well, that's awesome. I still think you're going to learn a couple things in this video, but if you don't do this, this is a huge deal. And there's a very successful guy, you might know him as Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the United States. And he came up with the quote, "Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise." Benjamin Franklin was quite an accomplished fellow, to say the least. So we might want to take his advice. And also, the number of successful people who get up early and maybe not even go to bed early, but just get up early is just absolutely unbelievable. And it's something that has really changed my life. And that's why I think it's so important to mention it to you. And there are a few reasons why I think it's so important, or two main reasons why. Number one is there's a circadian rhythm. You've probably heard of this before. In other words, there's like a rhythm we have to our life, and there's a rhythm we have to our sleep and to our wake times. In other words, when the sun rises is when there's a natural change in our biology and our hormones. And when the sun falls, there's a natural change in our hormones, and these hormones make us more tired. And here's what happens. If it's late at night and you've got the lights really, really bright, that's going to mess up with our circadian rhythm, which is going to affect the quality of your sleep. So their circadian rhythm, what I'm getting at is we want to improve the quality of your sleep, not just the length of the sleep, because it doesn't matter if you're sleeping 10 hours, if those 10 hours are just poor quality. We want to have you get very, very quality sleep, and that can more easily happen when you get up early at the same exact time every single day, right? Our bodies adapt and are able to better rest during the day. And so, for example, I get up at 6 a.m. every day, period. And maybe during the weekends, I might get up maybe an hour or two later max, but I get up as much as I can at 6 a.m. every day. And when I get up at the same exact time every day, my body is just adapted and ready to go. There's so much research about how much rest you need, and it's really all over the place, okay? I can save you. You don't have to do it yourself. Like, it's really all over the place. Some people say, okay, you need, or some research or reports say you need, 8 to 10. Others are like, you know what, you only need 6 or 7. But, if I had to choose one, I would choose 7 hours. I think 7 is kind of the sweet spot for most people. Again, it's individual. Like, my mom gets 4 hours of sleep. I don't know how the heck she does it. My mom and my little sister get 4 hours of sleep a night, and they're completely fine. I don't know how they do it, really. But for me, I used to be one of those people where, like, if I wasn't getting 9 or 10 hours of sleep, like, I literally couldn't function. And my mom used to joke to me when I was a kid, like, I'd bring over my friends for like a birthday party, and like once like 9 o'clock hit at night, I'd be like, okay, see you later, guys. And they'd play with each other, and I'd go to sleep. So it was kind of always the joke that I just always constantly needed a lot of sleep. But here's what happens. I ended up committing to getting up early at 6 a.m. every single day. And all of a sudden, the amount of sleep I needed just dramatically reduced. I didn't need as much sleep because I was getting up at the same time. My body just adapted. And there's also a power tip I'm going to be sharing with you very, very soon that also is a big reason why I don't need as much sleep, I think. But the idea is getting up at the same time and going to sleep at roughly a similar time. So I go to sleep around 11 o'clock or 11:30 at the latest, but like 11's good. And if I go to sleep at 10:30, if I'm feeling a little tired, that's completely fine. But I'm going to sleep at roughly 11. I'm getting up at 6, and I feel fantastic. So if you're the type of person who goes to sleep pretty late and then gets up really late, and I just don't think you're going to be maximizing your potential. And just this tip alone is going to, I think, improve your productivity by like 30 to 50%. I'm not exaggerating, because just like planning, remember we talked about how a lot of people live their life in reaction versus anticipation? Getting up early allows you to anticipate things. It allows you to have the time to plan, right? And then all of a sudden you're not scrambling during the day. And again, like, this is a fundamentally I just think it's a hugely important habit that's going to help you really realize your own potential, because that's what this is all about. It's about helping you be the best version of you and get the leaner, stronger, and healthier body that you deserve, that you really want, okay? it's not going to be easy, right? If you're a late riser, it's not easy to implement this tip. It's actually could be one of the hardest things of this entire program is getting up earlier. And I know my brother, I've been trying to help him get up earlier, but I think he's going to do it. The idea is you just got to commit, and you got to realize the first few days might completely suck. Okay? I don't want to sugarcoat it. The first few days might completely suck, but if you stick with it, you're going to be very, very thankful that you committed to it and you made it part of your lifestyle, because it's going to be natural eventually. Okay? This week, resolve to get up early. And so I think 7 o'clock in the morning is kind of the latest you want to get up, in my opinion. And again, it might change depending on where you live, right? And where the sun is. But in general, get up early. Okay? Get up early. And then in terms of going to bed, try to go to bed before 12. That's the magic number for me. It's the magic number for a lot of people I've worked with. Go to sleep before midnight. All right? I think it's going to dramatically improve the quality of your sleep. And obviously, this is going to have a pretty big impact on your life, right? If you're a little bit more well-rested. So that is it. Be patient. If you're if you're a late riser right now, be patient. Appreciate it's not going to be easy, but I assure you, this is an incredible habit that's going to be life-changing that you're really going to be grateful for. Okay? So I'm going to see you next week. Enjoy.